Hello everyone, this is a longer video than you are used to of me lately. I'm doing a face in a different position than I am used to, so this is really an exercise, if you call it that. I do like the way it looked in the end, but I need to practice some more, but I just wanted to share with you how it went. Now, you just saw a page in my Faces journal, and I am using Dilutions Paint to create a quick background. Well, you see what I'm doing. I just painted it red. I really wanted to do a dark and a dark face, and that's because that might just how do you call that? Mask any mistakes that I make. At least that's what I thought. This is the purple dilution that I got, and it was very grainy and blobs in it. Look, isn't that weird? The other ones were just fluid, and this was just yuck. And I haven't used this often, I think one or twice, and I closed the lid very well. But it does work, but it looks weird. Now, using this mask to create a little bit of interest, and I really didn't know where I was going with this. I didn't even know the position that I was going to put her head in. But I was looking and looking and looking at this page on how to. I told you this often. I look at a page and then suddenly I see it. I just see here's an eye, there is an ear, there's a nose, whatever. But I didn't feel it with this page, so I just kept on going with the stencils until I saw something, and that was a face in another position looking up. So here we go. This was so. I think this is a the most difficult thing that I've done until now, because you have to think so well, and in the end I thought, oh, why didn't you just Google it? That would made it so much easier. I am going to Google it later and then print out all kinds of positions of heads. So that might just help me a little bit more. And oh well, that's just how it goes. I had a lot of fun making this. It took me a lot of work. So this is a video of 14 minutes. I think this cost me 2.5 hours, 3 hours maybe, to adjust it again and again and again, color-wise, and well, I just wanted to do a face that matches the background, but I ended up with a white ghostly face. Oh, you'll see what I'm doing. I just outlined the face with come on, the intense pencil. Oi. And now I'm going in with a beautiful yellow color that I discovered while I was doing a color chart or a paint mixing chart. I'm working on that still because I've got a lot of colors of paint to do. And I found that this yellowish color, this is Amsterdam 223 if I'm not wrong, makes beautiful pastel kind of colors if you mix it. So I was going to use that one. And now you can see that her face looks weird, and that's due to the lips. So I'm adjusting the lips later because it didn't work the way I want it, and I had problems with the jaw and with a large chin, so I adjust that several times. And then I thought, go in with bold colors. You wanted to match the background, so just do it. And then I stopped thinking and I just went in with paint. I chose a round brush. Earlier I used a flat brush that didn't work, and I just went with it, and then it just was there. Well, something that I was comfortable working with. And there will be a lot of people saying this doesn't look good or the head is not in proportion. I really don't care. I like the way it looked in the end. And this is just practice. Now you see where this is going. It does already look better. Just say yes, please. Now it looks like she has no skin and it's all muscle and weird, creepy, what you call Robbie Williams in that strange video of him, skinless. Now I cut a lot of painting in. I just left several things that I thought would be interesting for you to see how I go from one ugly nose to a better looking nose. And I still haven't adjusted the lips, so it still looks a bit weird. And then I was struggling with the eye. How big should it be? How much white do you see? So to get away from that, I thought she needed green hair because green is in the background as also. And this gave me time to think about what to do with the mouth and the nose that you can slide off of. It's, well, strange. Her nose is too long and too saggy. Is that a right word for a nose? I know, it's hanging. It's just pointing downwards. So that looks weird. So I'm gonna adjust that later, somewhere in the video, in the end, I think. So go in with the Inktense. I do that a lot. Keep coming in with black to give myself some guidelines. And here goes the mouth. I wasn't feeling it, so I changed it. So much layers, so much layers. You can see why this took me so long. It's just looking and seeing what goes wrong. Now, and then I think I saw what the problem was. I just had one strange lip, the upper lip, and I thought, no, you just see a little bit of the other side, and then the rest is just the lip on this side of the face. So I adjusted that, and the lower lip I made a bit thicker and going upwards to her eye, if you know what I mean, just a little bit of an angle. Now I wasn't happy with the color, so changing it all up and make her face look white, ghostly, as I said before. Now you see that I am constantly changing from dark to light to dark and back again, so and eventually it will look good. And then I thought, okay, I got the beautiful yellow lying there. I make a bit of a salmon like pink color and go around that again. And while I was doing this, I saw what was wrong with her chin, because I had this color line, this line of that salmon color there. I suddenly saw it. I will let you know when I am going back there. You see, here's where I adjust the nose because the nose wasn't right. So I needed to go in and change that. A lot of gesso. And here you see the shape of her upper lip is better as well. Well, I think so. Looks better. Now you see what I meant. Now I'm going with a water brush, and now you see what I meant by the chin. You see a little bit under her chin. You needed to see that. And that looked better in my opinion. And I went over everything with my intense pencil, and then I go in with a water brush to make it less, sorry, here go again, less harsh. Now this looks a bit better, but you see that the nose and that line around her eye are connected, and that is not how it should be, so I'm adjusting that later. Just going in under the chin to make it a bit darker and along her hair. And you see that I've changed it all up. That harsh line is now not visible anymore, but her nose went purple. So that looked very weird, like she was drinking for years and years. So going in with the salmon, but then a little bit stronger. And that looked better. It lifts the red in that background on the other page, the leaves. It looks better that way. And a little bit of white. Oh well, you'll see what I'm doing. Now the purple color is gone. She looks healthier. And while I was doing this, I was thinking of a sentiment, and couldn't think of anything that looked nice. So I thought, okay, she's looking at something, but what? She's looking at stars. So I mixed gold with a neon yellow, and I am just stamping some stars. And I really didn't have a star stencil, so that was weird. Just this little tiny piece from an old stencil I got. So I need to buy myself a nice star stencil. Another reason to spend some money. Now going around it with the Posca pen, after it's dry, of course. And then the sentiment. And then I thought of a sentiment that I would use, and that's don't search for a star, be one. I forgot the gist. But this is just fine. And then I found this little tiny star stamp that I got, and I'm using this Lindy Stamp Gang embossing powder just because it was lying around, and you won't see it when you look at it like this, but when the light shines on it, then it looks very pretty, and you'll see that lady. Look, isn't that pretty? So I'm almost there. Just some pictures for you to see, and I hope you liked it, and I will see you next time. And thank you for watching again. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye until next week.